Have you ever heard of extroverted versus introverted thinking? I used to be someone who would sit in rooms and never get a word in just because I'm stuck in thought and the conversation would have moved on before I asserted my opinion. If this ever happens to you, you might be someone who's an introverted thinker like me. So I tend to think before I speak and try to gain clarity with myself on my ideas before sharing them publicly. Part of this is just habit. Another part of it is just fear that I say something stupid or the people around me will not receive my ideas well if it's not well thought out. But I do think I missed out on a lot of fruitful conversation or even just self-expression because of this default. And so I learned about extroverted thinking, where people think as they speak. And I thought, why can't I do that too? And so I endeavored to practice thinking while I'm speaking. It's kind of what I'm doing right now as well. And just seeing where the thought or the sentence lands. I do think the initial times I've done this was completely uncomfortable, especially because I was out of practice. My thoughts and my mouth weren't that coordinated, but eventually it has given me the confidence to just say what I think and trust in myself that I do have valuable insights to share. And without developing this habit, no one will ever hear these thoughts. I spent almost a year practicing this habit, and because of this, I completely changed my relationship with self-expression, where I don't expect perfection for myself. I just expect myself to share what I know, share what I think, and if it doesn't land with people, that's okay. And if it does, then great. And also, the ideas I share in the moment are not representative of me. And so I don't need to attach myself too heavily to my ideas. And if people tear it apart or say it's senseless, I'm like, yeah, sure, I can see why that's senseless. That's fine. So if you're someone who's like me, who defaults into introverted thinking, I'd encourage you to just practice extroverted thinking, be it at dinner with your parents or in a conversation with your Uber driver or the person you're dating. And then eventually you bring this habit into more high stakes environments like your workplace. If this was valuable to you and you want to hear more tips and stories about how to live a soft yet ambitious life, feel free to follow for more.